9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me today on another episode of Monday Night Slot Car Live, where we go live with the community. Thanks for joining me tonight. Tonight we're going to be having a look at the brand new BRE cars and the Auto World cars that should be arriving very soon. And we'll also be having a look at these absolutely fantastic, this program I found. I want to share it with you guys. I wish I absolutely found this program out of sight. It sort of takes everything to a different kind of level, and it allows for some really cool creativity. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be looking at tonight, and what else do we have? Oh, yes, we have this strange contraption that's attached to this keychain here. And we're going to push the button a few times. So let's do that. Push the button at least once. Figure, here we are. Oh, check that out. They're already open. So if you guys don't know what this is, this, of course, is the, I call it the Pete Garage, as the Pit Garage. The Pete Garage, a play on words. I did the review for this during the week. Absolutely fantastic little device here. It's so cool. Since I got it, I must have played with it about 100 times. Yeah, I'm going to wear the battery out before I even literally drive a car past it. It's like that. So, yeah. So, before we get going, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's watching tonight. Keep in mind, guys, I'm doing a members drive right now for as little as 99 cents Canadian. You could become a member of the SVR, the SVR team, and that will get you into the builds I'm about to start. And of course, that'll give you backstage for the GRL and what's going on with this racer. Yeah. So like I said, let's push that one more time before we start going. So every time tonight a new member happens, I'm stopping the live, and we're gonna open and close the door twice. I know, it's kind of cheesy, but it's so incredibly cool, and I'm so impressed. Pete's done such a great job. It kind of deserves it. So let's close them up for now. We'll turn this off, and let's bring up our first item of the night, if you will. So the first item of the night, as you can see, this was me and Irene. We went to the flower garden at Assiniboine Park, and it was an absolutely great day. And this was the first one. When I first seen this program, I thought, let's just try with just a normal photo and see what it looks like. So this is the result of that. Kind of cool. I think you could agree with me there. So let's check out another one. So these are literally the cars that are upstairs in my computer room. These are a few of my HO cars. I figured I'd take a picture of them and see what it looked like. I kind of like what it turned out to be. It looks kind of cool. You know what I mean? So anybody who follows me, this is the Datsun 510s. These are the two 510s. This is what the AI renditioned the picture to be. Here, I believe I got at least one more picture of those two. Yeah. Here's another picture of these two, except this filter was, it was called the Flame or something like that. And what it did was it obviously add flames, turn the cars red. So and it looks really striking. So if you guys remember my Expo review, it was this was a car that's part of my GRL set that I bought. I believe it was called Flames and or Fame and Flame, or Flames and Fame. Flames and Fame. This is the Expo. It looks it changed it a little too spaceshipy for me. It's been changed too much. So here's sort of, this is like an anime type picture. Um, it looks fantastic, I think. Oh, yeah. We went to it was my nephew's birthday, so we went to the Manitoba Aviation Museum. Absolutely fantastic place. It was so cool. When I originally went there, it was in an old, huge, dusty hangar. All the old planes, all the old dust, blah blah blah. And now it was in actually a really nice building, and they pumped in some sounds, so every once in a while you'd hear a plane flying by. So it was pretty cool. And this was a picture. This bear was at the door, so I figured I'd go stand next to it. And this was one of the pictures that I took and used as a way to see what it will look like in some different programs. Now, if you guys remember, this is the GT500, the black one from AFX. Absolutely fantastic. This one turned out really good. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it did to the back end of this car right now, but looking a little spaceshipy right now. Uh, I think this is probably my favorite one. This one looks good, except the back end does not look like does not doesn't look like a Mustang. So a bit strange. So here's another rendition of the 510s picture. Does a great job of changing it and adding things. It looks really cool. And 510 with the flames again. The Simon Eyes. I must have reloaded a couple of them 2 times over. Okay, so that was the last one. So let me ask you guys, what do you guys think of this style of like, what do you think of this style of art, or AI computer pictures, we'll say, just to keep it easy? Right. Yeah, that's something I've been reading up on, Mike, is it's a learning thing, and as you learn to add things to it, it becomes more efficient. All right, well, before we get too far ahead, let's see who's in the house. Of course, as usual, I want to thank everyone for being here. Let's see where we're at. Ooh. All right. Thanks for joining us, Mike. I appreciate it, brother. Awesome. Yeah, the new garage layout sure is cool. Hey, John, thanks for joining us. Thank you. I appreciate it. Harry's in the house. Thanks for joining us, Harry. I appreciate it, brother. Good evening to you, sir. I believe it's like 3 in the morning there right now. Real trooper. Thanks, brother. I absolutely appreciate it. Absolutely. Oh, Mike, did we get John? We got John. We got Clearwater's in the house. All right. HSF Racing, thanks for joining me, brother. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, actually. I need one of those. I need one of those. Yeah, for sure, right? Man, so awesome. Yeah, this AI looks absolutely fantastic. I come across it completely by accident, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And of course, like I showed the very first picture, that was the very first one I used, and it impressed me so much that they offer a free trial kind of thing. It's called Glam in the App Store. It's called Glam. There's so many choices. There's no possible way. So I bought like a week's. I bought a week subscription, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm completely impressed so far. So yeah, it's amazing. Very good. Clearwater, yeah. Slot Car Hub's in the house. Thanks for joining us, brother. I appreciate it. Welcome. The more you play with the software, the more proficient. Yeah, absolutely. Just going to take some learning. It's new for just about everybody. So AI will get kind of squirrely unless you need to direct it. It's like a super smart little kid. Daniel Thomas, thanks for joining us, brother. Fantastic. Holy, look at that. Someone else has got an AI picture. Nice. Yeah, AI to generate the logo. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's being used for in a large part right now is the logos because it's so easy to do. So yeah, like I said, here's the first picture. This is me and Irene at the flower garden, and this is the very first time I ever tried it. I thought, let's try the anime one first. We'll see what it looks like. I don't know. I'm kind of impressed. It turned a picture. It looks pretty good. It looks awesome, if you ask me. I don't know. Damn, I could probably go on it for a long time. It just looks cool. Hey, Bryce, thanks for joining us, brother. I appreciate it. Keep it slotted. Yeah, brother. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so it turned out nice. I like it. Hey, Dennis. Thanks for joining us. Another AI picture, looks like. Could be wrong. Hey, Raul's in the house. Thanks for joining us, brother. Fantastic. Glad you could be here. So what do you think of this kind of stuff? Have you come across, I guess you're in the same industry we are. What do you think of these types of pictures with the AI assisted viewing, I guess you could say? I would definitely have to say, though, that my favorite picture probably is the 510s with the fire right there. But the other one was good as well, too. See, I like this one too. This is just simple. If you look, they've changed the logos in the background. This is sort of all that that AI translation wording. It looks really strange, but kind of fitting. Awesome. Right, that's absolutely it. It's a learning process. You have to add a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. The good thing about this program, though, is it just converts everything for you. You don't have to do any type of AI learning. It gives you the template, and basically, that's what it is. It gives you what it gives you. As you can see, some of the stuff looks absolutely fantastic. And if you guys remember, I did some stop motion. Okay, I did 2 stop motions. One was with the Revoslot 510s, and the other one was with the GT1, another Revoslot. Now, I converted those into these types of pictures. So they're videos. They're not pictures. They're actual videos that look like this. So if you guys haven't seen them yet, the format that they come out in isn't acceptable with this platform. So I wasn't able to load them tonight, which kind of really cheesed me off because I was really looking forward to sharing them with you guys. But please, when this live stream is over, go to my shorts section and check them out. They're all fantastic. They all have really great music and they all look totally cool. And I'd appreciate that immensely. Thanks, guys. The Game Master. All right. Look at this. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, brother. Nice. I will be in a college play scene of dead like me. I will be I will be death. Yeah, this I'm having a good time with it. Like I said, I tried a few freebies and then we'll see what it's like. Like I said, I got unlimited weeks, so we'll see how it goes. I'm completely impressed with the way things are right now, so it'd be kind of cool to be like in between, maybe have some don't need it full time kind of thing, do a couple pictures, maybe a short video. And right now, Harry, it's $9.99 a week. But they do offer I think it's like it runs on this thing like coins. You buy coins. It costs a certain amount of coins to do things like to do a picture. It costs 1 coin. Okay. So you could do all these pictures I'm showing you now, all cost me 1 coin. They give you 50 of them for free. Now, when you do video, that's where they're going to get their coins back from you. The videos all look cool, but once you realize how incredibly cool the videos look, that's when you say $9.99. That sounds all right. Let's try that out. And what do you think, Harry? Not bad, hey, brother? Man, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I like it. It works good for me, that's for sure. Like I say, it kind of skews a few pictures, like what happened to the back end of this car. There's like no back wheels. It's not even a trunk on this car. And they've turned this one into like a hatchback. Hatchback? Huh? How did that happen? 420! Doing what Canadians do! Yeah! Awesome. Yeah. All right. And of course, here's the 510s. These are the 510s. This is the picture I taken when I lit them up, and I used this picture. The tower in the background with the red lettering, that's actually my coffee cup that has my logo on it, and it just changes everything around. Looks totally cool. Oh yeah, yeah. You see, and this is not something that you need either, right? Like this is something that's above and beyond, right? Like nobody's gonna come see me because I have these pictures. They're gonna be cool little add-on to my my photo library or my videos for the shorts and stuff. So but this is not going to let's just say if I don't have this, I'm not going to get less subscribers. I'm not going to probably get more subscribers because of it either. It just gives me something else to do, because I like to do production in my videos and stuff. So I thought maybe normally I do like a transition of what they're giving me, and they give me great options of how I can transit from one clip to another. But I think it would be really cool if I were to have these kind of clips of the vehicle that I was reviewing in between the clips. So yeah, it certainly does. It saves a lot of money. You see, that's why I decided to test it first. Now, you're right, Harry. $9.99 is expensive, okay, but imagine paying $40. $40 is all it costs for the year. For $40, it works out to like, I can't remember what it was. It was like 79 cents a week if you buy the yearly subscription. Now, imagine buying the yearly subscription and it being junk. So if I were to carry on with this, I would definitely go on the yearly subscription. And then instead of paying $9.99 a week, I'm only paying 79 cents a week. So, but like I said, how much times am I going to use this in the week? I don't know. I already I already made tons of shorts and a whole bunch of cool videos, or cool pictures. So um yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing these pictures quite often. There seems to be quite a few of them kicking around, and of course this is the future, right? This is moving to the future. So yeah, you see, this is, I could absolutely see this. And you could see, look what it's done to my, you can see now, you can see the shape of my coffee cup in this picture, but look what it's done. That's an AFX logo in the middle of it. So but it still doesn't look terrible. I mean, it looks cool. It's like I said, it's something new, right? It's right. I think that's probably where most people have seen that sort of character, piece. And it's very possible that I came across this program as well. I know there's a couple programs like this. Literally, I woke up this morning, I started scrolling just to see what's going on for slot cars, because I know, man, in this house, tons went on this week for slot cars, right? This week we premiered the you know um slot car of the year, non-slot car. That's Pete's Garage. Absolutely fantastic. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean it's a product for slot cars, but it's not a slot car. So that's what I mean by product of the year slot car, non-slot car. If you think about it, it makes absolute sense. And in this respect, it absolutely makes sense that this would be something that would definitely be at the top of the list for things for slot cars this year. And there's a lot of cool things still coming if you're paying attention. There's lots of cool stuff right around the corner, and Pete will definitely have other levels, I guess you could call it, for the pit garage. And the secondary lighting I had hooked up the other day when I did my live. So if you're not sure, it's called the header is called the Pete Garage, and it has me hooking up what Pete allows for us to have. He includes a spare plug-in so that you can wire it to a 5-volt, I believe it is, power to a 5-volt, light, and he has it so you can plug it in, and that's what the B, the D, and the C button that turns on and off that secondary switch that Pete doesn't hook up for you. He allows you to do that yourself. And for me, just to try it out, just to check the coolness value, I hooked up some Woodland Scenics to it, and Woodland Scenics lighting, and it absolutely does work like it's supposed to. It works really good. So, dum, 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 dum. Oh, speaking of which, Pete's gonna laugh when he sees this. He's on vacation right now, chilling. He'll be with me next week. So if you guys are interested to maybe talk turkey with Pete or get some information on these absolutely fantastic pick garages, hey, look at that. Woohoo! Damn. Like I said, I'm going to wear the battery out in the remote control before I even drive a slot car past it. I just set them up. I'm just literally playing with the button. Right? Like, who wants one? Seriously. Who wants one, guys? Gosh, I wish I could hand these out. Oh my gosh. So awesome. Yeah, that's it, Harry. Where am I? Oh, I'm falling behind here. Right here. Was wondering where the latest coolest channel logos were coming from. AI, yeah. Old school, right? That's I had my new one. I was lucky enough to have Raul do my new one, like the one you see right now in the top right corner. I have Raul to thank for that at Conquest Racing. Absolutely fantastic. He whipped that up for me, and ever since then, I use it. It's awesome. I use it as a secondary one because I find my original one is very plain, and it doesn't sort of say modern day. It sort of says like I've been here forever kind of thing. It looks good, but some things need a little more pizzazz. So I had Raul whip that up for me, and he whipped up two different ones. One with a colored car, or at least just not green. This one's more green and red. Raul had like a blue, red, and purplish colored car as well. But I decided to go with this one because it sort of stands out to me. So yeah. Hey, thanks for joining us, brother. Good to see you. It's been a while. All right. Very good. Ah, okay. Well, that is the next portion of our show, so I guess we'll get into it. Okay, so like Mr. Slot Car alluded to, who's a member of mine, and I thank you for that. And guys, remember, 99 cents only. Join the SVR pit team, and we'll have members only builds coming up right away. So that will be a thing. So let's talk about what Mr. Slot Car just mentioned here. So I have, let me see. I believe if we did something like this, and then we did this, I believe we are ready to start. Okay. So I don't recall. This one might be automatic, so we might have to wait for this to go through. Oh no, it's one of these. Okay. So let's go back. Oh, we need to get rid of that one. Oh, okay. Boink. We'll just remove it. Okay, here we go. All right, so awesome. Okay. So here we are. We're currently going through what we're waiting for now. What Mr. Slot Car alluded to. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We're waiting for the 3-car Brie set. Now, it's not an actual set. They're individual cars, but there are definitely 3 cars in this set. You can see them right there. The 3 cars being released are in front of you. And right now, currently, they were supposed to be out last week. They're supposed to be out last month. Now they were supposed to be out in the month of September. And finally, I'm seeing that it could possibly be September, early October. So I'm not exactly sure what Auto World is up to. But once again, if you've seen the September releases for Auto World, there is no slot car releases for Auto World. Once again, if you guys are been following along with me, that indeed is month number 10. Month number 10 from Auto World, no slot cars. None. So this is the of course, this is the Brie. We're waiting for the Brie. All right. So we'll remove this. Let's bring in the next layer, which will be the okay. That is this one. This is the Silver Screen Classics. This is the one Mr. Slotcar was alluding to in with the John Wick. So what we have here is the John Wick. It will be the Chevy Chevelle SS, the Dodge Charger, and the Monaco, of course, with the loudspeaker on the roof. This is the part of the Silver Screens release number 1. And this is what we're expecting here. Of course, this is definitely a T-Jet chassis. This is a T-Jet chassis as well. Not big fans of the T-Jet myself. I only own one, and it's not even in drivable condition right now. And the Monaco is definitely on an Extraction chassis. Fantastic looking car. This car I may have to own just for the collection style, but I'll be driving it. There are no Shelf Queens in my collection anymore. So that was that. All right. We are also waiting for, yeah, I know it goes on forever. It's crazy. We're also waiting for, we're waiting for lots of stuff. But mainly the Brie and the Silver Screens. And then Auto World said that there was going to be a whole bunch of other slot cars that were coming out. But I don't know what's going on with those, because those, I haven't heard any mention of those. But I keep hearing people saying that, oh, they're on the boat. They're on the boat. You know, they're on the boat. It sounds crazy just saying that. Like, oh, they're on the water. They're on the boat. Yeah, okay. Thanks for that. That's some good information you got going on there. So that's currently what we're waiting for. Unfortunately, let's see, Mike. These 2 Auto World cars are expected for, yeah, that once again doesn't surprise me. Things keep getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Hey, Robert, how you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But, you know, it's Auto World. Let's have another look at the Brie cars. I really like the Brie cars, actually. They're one of the things that I'm sort of waiting on right now. Just because, you know, striking livery. The livery is fantastic. Looks great. Let's get thanks for joining us, Robert. I appreciate it, brother. Let's They're nice cars. They look great. They put some time into it. They spent some money. They got deliveries, which is important. The BRE cars, look at that 510. Oh my gosh, that car looks really nice. Really nice. Yeah, the Loves. Yeah, the BRM definitely does that one, and I wish Revo Slot would do it too because it looks cool. I like it. Let's see, where are we here? Yeah, but I hear there's Super 3 cars and the trucks, they didn't do any fixes on the trucks. So they're exactly the same as they used to be. Unfortunately. Oh, I've been out of town. What are you up to, brother? What have you been doing? And of course, right now, we're waiting for. Geez, there's lots of news going on. What else am I waiting for? We are waiting for. The 510s. Oh, and the Carreras are here as well too. So we can have a quick look at those now that they're here. For anybody who's interested in the Carrera NASCARs. Anybody got their eyes on these cars? Where is that? Let me get rid of that other scene. Oh, crazy. Okay, so yeah, it's getting out of hand for sure, man. Those cars are so awesome. I really like the detail on them. They've done a really great job. Watching Dave, um, Slot Car News, fantastic. He had a good look at a couple of analog ones. They weren't like over processed. They had really great detail. They've added a little detail with the wheels. When Dave was running them, he said they looked pretty good. The rubber's rounded off the corners, so it's not square like your average slot car. It's really rounded. It's very stock car racing esque. If you guys ever seen stock car races, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah. All right. So I'll have Pete from Show Me Slot Cars on next week, and of course he'll be talking about the Pit Garage. And man, I can't wait to pick his brain as to what brought him in, what got that idea going. I mean, there must be so much going on that he's doing, because this idea, and this is not like, if you ever watch the Dragon's Den, they like more than one SKU, and a SKU, of course, is what you have for sale. And well, Pete's soon gonna have the mezzanine, and he's got a light. He's got this light building he's working on, so that you're going to be able to control the lights on your set with the controller. Thanks, Shane. I appreciate it, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. But so what'll happen is it'll be like a light building, and of course he'll be able to explain it a little better. It's his thing, right? So how long did it take him to make your Slot Valley sign? I think he's got a really good high-end printer and stuff. I'm not sure exactly how long. I think the thing that took him the longest was trying to figure out which font. I know which font to do my logo in on the sign, because there's only so much you can do with the printing. So he couldn't get like the car in there with the my design. So he was trying to get the font on the logo as close as possible, and I think he did a really good job. I mean, it certainly stands out, and I feel it would be worth the extra money, because you'd want it with your name on it, right? Of course. So a few things I already have that I'll be adding to it, and through shipping there was one problem, and it really wasn't a big issue. It was more of a pre-issue, where the reason why I got the Pit Garage was so that I could critique it for him and help him with a few different things. For one, shipping, how he needs to pack it so it gets to everybody safely and non-broken. So what we discovered was one of the wire tabs to the lights inside was rigid and was sticking straight up. So when he put the other pieces, as he stacked them flat, if you watch my review, you'll see it comes stacked flat. And what had happened was it just bumped this little wire and just literally bumped it off. Boonk. And it's just so like it wouldn't take too much. So what we learned from that, Pete learned something from that and was able to make adjustments. And now nobody will ever have those problems. But hey, I'm okay with it. I absolutely appreciate Pete giving me the opportunity to review it, and it's fantastic. Man, the views on that one are crazy. People seem to really like it, and why not? It's a great innovation in our slot car community, and I think that's what really makes the wow factor so good. You know, at least for me, I feel that this is the reason why I like doing this show Mondays, is because it allows people who have channels, it allows you guys to get to know each other and to learn of other channels and subscribe, where you're subscribing to somebody who's subscribed to you through that kind of thing. Now I know YouTube isn't really big on that, but you know what? I've been doing it for 3 years now, and people come here to get noticed. And that's the whole purpose, is to build a community so everyone will notice you. Nobody's above anybody else. We all come together so we can all learn together. It's just that simple. It really doesn't take, for me, it's really easy. I just want to share what I know or help everybody. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the perfect font. Yeah, he did a great job. Let's we can have a close look at that, because he actually, yeah. Let me see. Let's see if I can do I have my logo handy? Media file. See if I can find my old logo. I haven't seen Warren yet tonight, but the Revo 510s. Oh, we can have a look at the 510s too. So let's have a look at my font first. Here we go. Whoa, I just triple loaded it in here. Oof. Back it out. Back it out. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty square font. It's not really overly exciting. All he did was just straighten it out, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. What do you guys think? I think the font's pretty darn close. I'll move that out of here now. Oh. Yeah. Just stretched out. Looks good. Looks good for sure. All right, let's try it again. Oh my gosh. Whew. Hey man, not often you'll find a 50-year-old guy playing with a remote control toy with 20 to 30 other 50-year-old guys watching them. Slot cars is so awesome, man. So awesome. Where are we here? How did I disappear again? Oh my gosh. I completely need somebody to control the camera. All right, I feel like I'm back here somewhere. Where is that? Oh, let's try. Let's remove this. No, let's come forward towards this one. This one. Let's shut that down. There we go. All right. All right. So, you guys, anybody waiting for anything specific in the slot car world? I know there's a lot of really cool stuff coming up. I know for myself, I'm still looking, waiting for the 510s. Let's load those up. Let's load up the 510s, everybody. Just gotta find them. Oh my gosh. Woo, Marcos all over the place. Here we go. 510. Now that is a nice car. That is one of the ones that I will be getting. As soon as Warren from LightTechSlots.ca gets a hold of me, we'll be happening. Because that's what the plan is. You guys are looking for the new Revos, go see Warren. If you're Canadian, go see Warren. If you're not Canadian, go see Warren. Yeah. Go with what you know. That's what I always say, so. All right. What else? We got the Simon Eyes. Let's do the Simon Eyes. Oh, that's wrong. Simon Eyes. All right. All right. Right. Simon Eyes. Let's do this one. There we go. That's a nice looking car, if you ask me. Oh, why does it keep double loading? Darn it. That's all right. Double load the good thing. The good thing. There we go. It's a nice looking car. What do you guys think of the Revos 510s? I know I can't be the only one that's drooling. Wow is an understatement. Yeah, for the pit garages. Yeah. I'm very impressed. And the best part, Mr. Slotcar, is Pete also has his fingers tied into HO as well, too. So there's a very, very good possibility. We'll see. We'll see. Because I got one of those too. And I could sure use one of these on my HO track. That would be awesome. Right? A couple, you see, you could probably do like a 4 garage for HO. You could do like 4 doors instead of just like 2. So that you'd have a whole unit. Oh yes, Clearwater. That's something I mean to check, but unfortunately I don't have a 124 car. Excuse me, but you know who does? Araris Carrera. Joe has he just got the 124 car from Nico, and he has the Pete garages. So yeah, he's definitely your conversation with he's a one-man show, needs more help because the orders are gonna be coming in fast. Yeah, completely. Well, that's what I told him too. I'm like, oh man, I hope you like quitting your day job, brother. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I'm completely excited for the guy. It's absolutely fantastic. It makes sense. It's something that we don't have. I mean, there's lots of those Carrera ones for $45 or whatever, and if that's what you want, then that's what you want. And if that's what'll do, then that's what'll do. There's no other way of looking at it. If you're okay with that and that's what you want for your set, then that's what you buy for your set. For myself, of course, I'm looking for the realism, the really good lighting. I spend a whole lot of money digital chipping my Revo Slot 510s so that I could run them digitally. Me and my wife Irene can do our family SVR 100 night edition series, which will be coming soon, and there'll be four cars that will be able to be digitally run around the track, and you're able to see them, not like the Carrera cars where you can tell they have lights, you just can't see where the hell the car's going. So yeah, but I really do like the shape of the 510s, and I've heard it mentioned before that the 510, if you can get the 510 tuning down right, then you should be able to get any Revo tuning down, just because the car is so small. And of course, chipping it is a bit of a nightmare because the Revo 510s are not made to be chipped at all. There's no space for the door or the switch, or the optic eye hole is not in the 510s at all. So you have to do some slight modifications to get that kind of thing happening. Of course, you do what you have to do to get to where you need to go. And if you're interested in that, I do have it. Here's the Paul Newman. Now, the story behind this car is you can see that the number on the side of the door has been changed. And that's because the race already had a 75 car, so they just made the little hook and made it a 95 car. This is the Paul Newman car. I don't know if anyone's going to do a full review on what this car is, but I guess we'll see. If not, or maybe I will anyways, just do it up like I do. Doing the review. And yeah, that's the Paul Newman. They came out with the white kit. Then there's the 3 cars before that. And for myself, the reason why I like the 510s is because they're a very roomy car. When you drive them on the Carrera 124 track, oh boy, so much room. So much room. So, and I also been thinking of a few ideas to maybe digitally chip a few cars. Now, I know you say, hey, what are you talking about? How can you do that? Well, this is an analog car. And you know what the difference between this car and this car is? Scale. They both do the exact same thing. The only problem is trying to figure out how to get a digital chip from a car this big into a car this big. Now, it's not mission impossible. I know everyone's thinking, oh my gosh. And if you know the size of a Carrera chip, you're probably thinking, I don't even think that's possible. Well, it's a possibility. Sorry, guys. I thought I just had the chip. I had the digital chips in here. Oh, no idea where it went to. Anyways, so my next project is I'm going to digital chip an HO car and see if I could run it with switching on the Carrera track. See how that works. Now, you can run HO on the Carrera track. We all know that already, many times over. Yeah, well, you know, yeah, this is something that there's a few different people that I'd like to speak to in regards to this, but otherwise, it's completely legitimate, you know. And the Carrera digital chip, I'll give it this much. The Carrera digital chip is a little bigger because it offers the lights and it's set up to fit into their cars. There are other chips like the SP Technic chip, That one might be a little smaller, and there's other chips from other companies. But what I do find is when you use a Carrera chip with a Carrera system, you get zero problems. So people are looking for, what chip do I need for the Revo? You need a Carrera chip. If it's going on a Carrera track, just buy the Carrera chip. It costs the same amount or cheaper as getting the other guy's chip, especially if you're running it on a Carrera track. That's what I've found, and this is also what I've heard. Of course, they're made to jive with each other because one hand is shaking with the other, being they're both Carrera products. So the other products do their job in most cases, but for myself, I know I haven't been large scale for too long, but I'm definitely here to stay because as long as Auto World keeps putting out the amount of cars they did like this month, well, there's not going to be much left. There just is not. So yeah. So it's unbelievable the way that it works out. Where are we here? Oh. Okay, there we are. Yeah. You see, there we go. Now we're thinking. Yes, you sure could. And this is what was run by somebody ran this concept by me already. This, or you could even wire it into the back of a semi if you literally needed that much space. But we already sort of bypassed that because that would mean you would literally have to have wires going from the cab to the back of the semi. Now, it is feasible. It's not ideal though. But you're right. The ideal thing would be like, that's how I seen it, a van, or maybe it even being in a four gear. Four gear might offer a little more room underneath the lid. I know for a fact I tried looking at doing it with a car like this. Right? See, but I think it's like I said, okay? The difference between this car and this car, well, I mean, aside from $15, which one would you rather have? They're both exactly the same thing. They're both analog cars. This one can be chipped. All you're doing is you're just putting the chip between the power from the shoes, or I guess in this case they're braid, from the braid to the motor. You're just putting a chip between that. So when you think about it, what's stopping you from doing that to this? We're going to talk about that in another little I guess I shouldn't say little, in a short time. We're going to bring the community together. We're going to work on a project. This is the project we're going to work on. We're going to brainstorm. We're going to bring it together. We're going to think of how to get HO digitized. Now, I know lots of the people here in our comment section right now are large scale people, and that's okay too, because like I said, this when you think about it in reverse, if you're looking at it as an HO car, how can I digitize this car, right? As large scale guys, you know how your brain's working to digitize this car, right? Like, think about it. Large scale guys who are in the comment section right now, when I'm showing you this car, chances are you know what you have to do to make this digital, right? So this is the reason why large scale and small scale are relevant when we do this project, because this car is literally a smaller version of the one I just showed you. The problem with HO is there's been no innovation. Now, lots of people are fine with that and are just happy with making money by making up what I call no business slot cars. Like, you can pump out 1,000 liveries that don't really mean anything. What they need is like put money into new shells, put money into new track. That kind of thing just isn't happening. So, and it's a shame because HO needs innovation. And when you're talking about digitizing HO, what I've just talked to you about right now and explaining the similarities in scales when it comes to analog cars, there's absolutely no way, or I should say there is every way that we should be able to digitize an HO slot car. There are a lot of good minds who come here, and this is something that we'll work on a little bit every week, and it'll start next week when Pete's here, because I've already run this idea past Pete. So what I need to do is, in the meantime, I need to work in a way of breaking the power from the shoes to the motor, because in an HO car, it's shoes that go, right? The power's going this way and it's being collected on this end, right? On this one, the power is being collected here. So what I need to do is I need to break the power, and I already know how I'd do that. I would take the shoe off. I would use a piece of, literally use a piece of braid. I would hook it onto the front where the shoes are currently hooked onto right now. Right? You can see that little clip that the shoes get hooked onto at the front. Okay? I would hook the braid on that and let the braid just flap underneath. And then I would solder a wire to the braid to the negative and positive on the motor. Okay? Okay. Anybody else coming along for the ride? It's a good idea. Should work. So, and if anybody's wondering, for their HO slot cars, AFX, how to keep the insert from falling down, this is what I do. I just cut a little piece of cardboard and just put it in there like that, and now it holds up the insert. Hi, bud. Here comes Jangle, everybody. Hi, bud. Want to say hi to everybody? My biggest fan. What do we got here? If a full function RC setup can be done inside. Oh, whew. Man, am I tired. We're up cutting all the grapes off our grape plants. We're getting the jelly ready. Super busy making grape juice right now. Got about 50 liters of grape juice. Absolutely fantastic. Tons. Be eating jelly all for the rest of the year. Still have 1 jar left from last year, and we're making this year's jars already. Yeah. What do we got? Battery receiver, 2 solenoids, control board, charging receptacle, lights. Woo! Well, that sounds like a lot. Might be a bit too much. I guess it all depends on how lazy somebody wants to be, right? All right. So, who's here in the comment section right now, and where do you live? I'm curious to know where everyone lives. If you're here and you don't mind telling me whereabouts you live, fire away. I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Woo! Right smack dab in the middle of Canada. I know Shane Slot Car Hub, he was from Australia earlier. And I know Mr. Fish is from Canada. Harry's from Latvia. Already fits in an RC car. All slot car has is a motor, basically. Yeah, it's just a motor. It doesn't even need the doesn't need to move the front wheels at all. So it's a good setup. All right, guys. Well, we're at the end. One more time before you guys head her out. What do you guys think of the AI? What do you guys think of the AI pictures? And anybody who's seen my shorts, what do you think of those with the AI? Because I used my stop motion, the 2 stop motions I have, and I turned them into these videos with the AI. Like I said, I really wished I could load them onto here, but it wouldn't let me. It's the wrong format. So please make sure you go check them out on my homepage at YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's very quiet tonight. I know it's very tame tonight, but that's okay. Can't have it going crazy every night, you know? So, but I did want to mention one thing. A few months ago, a company was really finding themselves in a bad position, you know. So I figured it's a company I normally don't order from anymore, but I thought because they needed the help, I would order from them. And it's a company that always said they were more than willing to help out the Canadian customers because of the crazy exchange and stuff. So, you know, I sent the owner of this particular business a message and asking him if, you know, for 10% off the price, and that doesn't even cover shipping, right? That doesn't even come close to even covering the taxes. But for 10% off, I would get the car, I would make a video, and I would splash their name all over it. And what I got on the back end of that was this company splashing it around that I'm asking for free stuff. I don't know, guys, but last I checked, 10% off isn't free anything. Kind of strange. So in the end, well, I guess in the end, it's kind of sad that people like this exist. I'm not gonna out anybody. I just think it's a really crappy way to do business, and people like this need to be outed. It's just not going to be through me. You know, that person knows who they are, and yeah. It's just inappropriate, and what's going on behind the scenes is inappropriate too. So a lot of anti-Canadian talk going on, which isn't cool in my books. But the most shocking thing is the comment section around this particular thing is full of people who are just like this anti-Canadian sentiment. So it's shitty. But anyways, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. And don't forget, we'll have Pete from Show Me Slot Cars on next week. And he's going to explain this absolutely fantastic little device that he made here. He didn't make this, but this is just part of the coolness, right? So, yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Check that out. Yeah. See? So, not only does this company badmouth me by saying that I'm asking for free stuff to make them a video, and this company, I made their first 6 review videos from their own exclusives, and they shit all over me. This is what you get. Now I make videos for people who want to watch my videos. I don't deal with liars anymore, and I hate people who crawl up my back. Not good. Not good at all. You see, Harry, that's exactly it, brother. How can you trust a review that of somebody who got all the stuff for free, right? I always pay for my reviews. Any reviews you've seen from me is a review that I've paid for the object. Nobody's giving me anything for it. Look at the reviews me and BS Slot Cars do for the AFX cars. I can tell you there's that guy hasn't said anything wrong about any of them. That's probably because he hasn't run them. But you know, how do you trust somebody who does a review that hasn't bought it and has just had it handed to them, because as if they're going to say anything bad about it, because you think that company's going to give them more free stuff if someone's sitting there going, no, that's not a great idea. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I find that the same way. It's kind of, you know, you could look at it, you could show it. Lots of salt with what the reviewer says, even if it's, you know, a reputable person who's reviewing it. Just keep in mind, though, that if their way of describing the object isn't generous, then that generosity will not be replaced. You know what I'm talking about. We're all smart people here, right? So I always pride myself in paying for what I'm getting, because then I can put a value to what I'm getting. And I always open it up and run it. How do you know what the car's like? How can you say it's awesome if you never ran it? Oh, that's a crazy review. That's interesting. So, yeah. So, anyways, uh, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. But anyways, thanks, guys. And for those of you who are in North America, I guess the long weekend is over today. And try and enjoy the rest of it. Skill Electric will never. Yeah, that one review, Harry, you pretty much knocked it out, bro. And I can tell you this much. I've had enough of AFX. You know, you pump out their product for so long and they don't do anything for you. So, man, I couldn't even get them on the show. Hell, I was the only one pushing their shit huge for a long time. Anyways, better days are coming. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and and one more quick question for those of you who are still here. Does it make sense to pay for a membership for a slot car company that has no slot cars to give? Anyways, bye, guys. Have a good day and have a great weekend.